I like that ominous intro. Anyway, what's going on, interwebs? Sorry about the title. I already know it's going to be a clickbaity title. Overwatch is free? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. I don't know why I said exclamation point with an upwards inflection, like it was a question. But anyway, it is free for this weekend. If you didn't know, it started today. I believe it goes till the 12th, which is Monday. So hop on it now if you couldn't afford it like me, or, you know, you're putting it off. Maybe you played the beta, maybe you missed the beta for some reason. It is free right now, so go ahead, play it, download it, play it. Word of advice, I would play against bots if you're doing it free for this weekend. Initially. I mean, you can play against other players, and you will get those assholes that are like, oh my god, level 1, and they're like fucking level 60 plus, you know, put like 1,000 hours into the fucking game. But against bots, you stand a better chance, and you get more XP, because if you constantly lose against players, you're not going to get very many levels fast, and you're not going to get that many loot crates before you lose the game on Monday. So just play against bots. You level up faster, you get more loot crates, and those players are typically nicer because you're playing against bots, you're not playing against other people. So just do that. But, you know, if you want to play against players, you can do that too. But this video, however, is not about Overwatch. It is got Overwatch as a backdrop for gameplay against bots and people. So don't fucking call me out on that, because if you look close, you can see gamer tags in 2 or 3 of these clips. The video is about my part 2 to YouTube changing their terms of service and basically fucking a lot of people over. Basically, the people that bring fucking traffic to their channel, and how sneakily they kind of did it months ago, but are just now bringing it up. I feel like this... Okay, to those who don't know, YouTube has changed their terms of service to be tighter than... How should I put this? Tighter than a Catholic nun on Easter Sunday. They used to be very loose, very forgiving. But they were strict on some aspects. You could absolutely, positively not show nudity. Though, yes, there are YouTube videos out there with nudity in them, and they do get taken down eventually. And if the person who uploaded them monetized them, eventually the monetization would be removed. But you could still do, like, partial nudity in the sense that you could show some skin. And for those who don't know, though I'm sure you do, one of the videos on my channel was the nude mods. And I had some very risque shots and camera angles in that video. Again, showing no substantial nudity, but even that video could be demonetized. And it may very well even be now, I just haven't realized it yet. Which brings me to this next point about YouTube being sneaky and underhanded in their tactics of demonetizing these videos. They had begun the demonetization on their bots long before they even implemented the terms of service, and by long I mean like months. And they just now updated their website to the point where it would show the, I believe it's a yellow money symbol, you know, that S with like the 2 slashes through it, hash marks, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It's a money symbol. You know what a money symbol is. If it's yellow, it means your video's been demonetized, but they hadn't implemented that till now. So many creators, based on the new terms of service, have been wondering, was my video demonetized long before this fucking update to the website? Have I been gypped out of, you know, my ad revenue? Have I lost money? And if I have, exactly how much have I lost? Because when you upload a video, you monetize it immediately, but you don't see the gains from that immediately. It's very slow and over time. So if you're seeing a video is gaining ad revenue, that might have been from days ago when it's just now been demonetized. So people were wondering, like, when did my video stop getting monetization? Was it at like 100,000 views? Was it at 1,000,000 views? Was it at 10 views? And if that video had like a huge number of views and people were clicking on ads that entire time, then that person just lost out on a huge chunk of cash, though ads are removed. But a person doesn't notice that if they're constantly putting out content. YouTube used to be kind of lenient on the whole thing. Like I said before, you couldn't do full nudity. That was just a huge no. You could do violence, obviously, because there was video games, and there still are gameplays on YouTube. But now they're saying no violence of any kind. Before, I'm assuming when they said violence, they meant like no fucking snuff films. And yes, those are on YouTube too. There are videos of people killing themselves on YouTube. And I have no problem with getting those removed from YouTube or anything like that. But the way the terms of service read now, it sounds like if you play a video game even, that video with that video game in it is going to be demonetized and you won't get any ad revenue of it whatsoever. And the sheer number of fucking gameplays put on YouTube these days is astronomical. Every YouTuber, unless they are a strict type of channel, they all have fucking gameplays on them. All of them. I mean, Markiplier does violent video games. Jacksepticeye does violent video games. Violence varies, but it's still there. PewDiePie does it. Rooster Teeth does it. Achievement Hunter, who's a division of Rooster Teeth, does it. Blasphemous HD does it. Dashy XP does it. Just about every single YouTuber you can possibly imagine has played a violent video game once or twice on their channel, but now it seems like even if they play that, again, using the very vague and very broad term words that they have put into the terms of service, it seems like you could be penalized for that. Way more than you used to. And again, I understand, certain things, like real-life graphic violence. You're not supposed to upload a video of someone's leg, like, literally getting blown off in real life. That's just fucked up, and that has no business on the internet whatsoever, though it's gonna show up on the deep web anyway. Speaking of video games, and graphic violence and all that other shit, they don't want you to have any cussing in your videos. I've cussed like 40 fucking times already in this video. And I've said before, fuck is salt for my dialogue, man. I sprinkle that shit on everything. Literally everything.
The news.
And there's games with fucking cuss words in them. What are we supposed to do? Bleep out the fucking words? Use the language filter in the game? That's just stupid. I realize the language filter is there, but that's just blatant censorship. I'm not trying to be like all for the freedom of the press and all this other bullshit, but when you hinder a person from saying what they want to say, even if it is a string of obscenities, that's just blatant censorship. And YouTube was founded on the fucking ability to put the content that you want to put out there for people to see. No one wants to see some whitewashed vanilla bullshit. If they did, we'd all still be watching Barney. I'm not gonna censor myself on anything I say. I speak my mind. If YouTube wants to censor me and fucking demonetize my video, more power to them. And that brings me to my next point. How the fuck are these new channels like me supposed to fight this shit? If the video gets demonetized, you can't go to YouTube and be like, oh hey, I want this to be changed. You can appeal it, but it's so goddamn slow that you're better off going to AdSense and trying to do something. Even that's slow. But the major channels, you know, they have lawyers, they have whole teams of people doing this shit for them. And for people like me who are small channels and just starting out, and I'm talking about the people that have less than 100 or barely over 100, hell, even under 500 fucking subscribers. We don't have the manpower or the time of the day to do that stuff. Yes, we can appeal, and you're damn sure I'm going to appeal if I get a fucking demonetized on any of my videos. Because it's just fucking wrong. I strictly adhere to the YouTube terms of service. Strictly. I have never once talked shit about anyone on my channel.
Rains from above.
There are some commenters that deserve it. Just look through my videos and you might see 2 commenters. But there's like a no bullying clause in the YouTube terms of service, which I'm fully for. You know, bullying on the internet or bullying in general is utter dog shit. And just like a side note, you know, I was bullied in elementary school and stuff, and kids do as I say, don't do as I do. Take it to a teacher, you know, take it to somebody in some kind of authority, get it taken care of, get it sorted out. But back in my day when everything wasn't so PC, I got bullied in elementary school. I straight up chokeslammed that kid. I grabbed him by the neck on the basketball court and I chokeslammed his ass straight to hell. And I'm not kidding. I chokeslammed his ass and that was it. I was never bullied again. But again, do as I say, not as I do. Okay? Go to somebody in authority and have that shit sorted out. I'm all for, you know, the anti-bullying shit. But I have never once talked... I've never talked shit about anyone on my channel. Yes, I cuss. I've never violated the nudity clause. Though, again, the risque shots on that one Fallout video, but those were risque shots, and there was no nudity. There was partial nudity, I guess, with, like, side boob. But even that's in the fucking terms of service now. There is no video game released ever nowadays. Not even fucking children's video games that doesn't have some form of violence. You can go into mature to find the partial nudity and shit. That's an easy fix. But they don't want you showing any form of fucking violence anymore. And that's just how fucking vague it is. They just say violence. And they also say graphic violence, which again is probably like mature rated games. But tons of people make money off of doing gameplays of mature rated video games. I have Witcher videos up, I have Fallout videos up, I have Call of Duty videos up, Allie's a Call of Duty channel, there are other Call of Duty channels. That game's rated mature. Or is it teen? Fuck if I know, but it's got violence in it. Wait, here's fucking Battlefield Hardline. Hardline is rated mature. And then it's got violence in it, but there's like no dismemberment or anything. But again, the terms of service are so vague now. It's like you can't even play those games. Which is utter dog shit, because that's what YouTube was founded on. And it seems like now with these new terms of service, the only channels that will ever succeed without ever having a demonetizing thing whatsoever are reaction channels. As long as they don't react to anything with, again, partial nudity or any form of violence. And reaction channels get shock value on their videos because they react to violent videos. Or something that's completely, like, out there. It's all the shock value. The fucking terms of service are so broad, so vague, and yet sorta kinda strict, that it basically encompasses everything. And, you know, for small channels just starting out like me, it's a definite concern, you know?
It's a junk.
It just really fucking sucks. And there's nothing really you can do about it, because it's all automated. There's no single person in their fucking office just spending hours and hours behind a fucking computer screen going through countless videos and demonetizing them if they violate the terms of service, violate any kind of clause. These are all bots, machines, programming, and it searches for tags and stuff, which I guess you could bypass that by not using the tags. But if you don't use the tags, how will people find your goddamn videos? That's the fucking problem. And when it comes down to it, a lot of people are pissed off that it is basically censorship. It is basically censorship, and people have made so much money off it already that the big channels, some of them, are not really too concerned. I don't want to call anyone out, but I had seen and heard tweets from one of the dudes from Smosh. Not the emo one. Emo one. I said emo one. Not the emo one. Well, he used to have that weird emo haircut. I think his name's Anthony. I think it was Ian, the one with the weird Bieber bowl cut. Better watch what I say. Might get the video demonetized because I'm cyberbullying. But Ian, you know, he made some snarky comments on Twitter.
Watching your back.
But
We need to protect
he might have been kidding, I don't know, but they were kind of snarky. But for like Smosh is a huge channel.
Get in there.
Huge. But if they lost monetization on their videos, it's not that big a deal for them. I mean, their main channel, Smosh, they have Smosh Games. I think they have a Spanish version of Smosh, which I don't know if it's their same videos, just translated to Spanish, or if it's like actually Spanish people that work in Smosh. I don't know. But they've got like a slew of fucking channels. They've got movies. They just had a fucking movie come out, for fuck's sake. I think they even have something on YouTube Red too. Their source of revenues are basically infinite. And yeah, one could say, do live streaming, you know, go do Twitch, go do YouNow, have another form of fucking revenue besides YouTube. I personally, yes, I would love to stream. I would love nothing more than to stream and play video games and have people donate shit, and just because they like what I say, like my reactions to shit. I would love nothing more than that.
Get in there.
But
Scratch, you'll be fine.
interwebs, I love you. I love you for all the fucking shit you have given me lately. The subscribers, the revenue, the publicity, basically. I love you. I fucking love you. But there's a small percentage of you guys that are just fucking dicks. There's no other way to put it. You're just fucking assholes. And this is the percentage of the people that aren't
I'll keep you back up.
on my channel. This is not my community. You guys are awesome. But
Get it and feed it.
it's the internet. There are people out there that are complete dicks. And they do dickish things. And you probably know what I'm talking about. If I streamed, there is a very marginal percentage of a chance that I would get swatted, because that is still a thing. It is sad. It is sad beyond all reasoning that swatting is still a fucking thing.
Lights up.
That someone could be so conceited and such an asshole that they're like, oh, I'm gonna call the SWAT on him because he does shit that I wish I could do, or I don't like his fucking tone of voice, I don't like his ideals, I don't like blah 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 blah. So they just fucking call the SWAT, and it's not okay. It's just not. So I would love to live stream. I tried the Twitch thing once or twice. It's kind of garbage on the Xbox, really. But there's also very bad latency problems. But I live here with my grandmother. She has heart conditions. I live here with my uncle too. He has heart conditions. I would love nothing more than to stream, especially if some of you guys watched me stream, you know, you spread the word, or you spread the word about my channel. I would love nothing more than to stream for you guys, and stream for other people, and make money that way too. But I cannot have that happen in this house. I can't.
You'll be fine.
I realize it's a very small percentage and you're probably like, Straxus, you're overreacting. That's crazy. Maybe. But there's always that tiniest percentage of a chance that some fucking asshole is gonna swap me. And I live here with people who are basically old. My uncle's pushing 60. And my grandmother's pushing 80, I believe. It's sad, I don't know how old she was. She was 65 for like 10 years of my life, I swear to God. When people at school asked me how old she was, 65. Every time I was asked, she's 65.
Lights out.
But I can't have that happen. I can't. With their heart conditions, if that shit went down and some fucking jacked, ripped motherfucker comes up to the door, just bam, 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 open the door, open the door, down on the ground. He's got a fucking gun in her face. She would have a fucking heart attack. And it just saddens me with this whole YouTube thing, really. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. But anyway, that's my thing on YouTube. I don't know how they managed to be so tight-lipped, but yet broad and vague at the same fucking time. It's mind-boggling. It's like some kind of black magic voodoo bullshit. I don't know. Oh god, I said bullshit. Who knows how many times I said fuck in this video? Oh my fucking fuck. Holy shit tits! I'm still gonna monetize the fuck out of it. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll just see what happens. Little side piece here at the end. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. It's just one of those. It's Friday. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more daily content. I do upload daily, again, except on Sundays. That's iffy. It's hit or miss. I try to take a day off, you know, just for my own fucking sanity, just a day to, you know, wind down, you know, just breathe deep, you know. But because if you do too much too quick, it all piles on top of you, and you just fucking lose your goddamn mind. But like the video if you like the video. Comment. Subscribe if you want more for daily content. If you're new to the channel, anyway. For guys who have been around, or maybe if you're still new here, feel free to share the video to your friends. You know, get it out there. Get more people in on the channel. Growth is good, and we're pushing. Fuck, last I checked, I think it was like 80 subscribers, I believe. Yeah, I think it's like 78 last I checked, but you know, growth is good, and I can't do it all by myself, so you guys helping me would be a huge help by just like sharing it with your friends or showing it on social media, you know, letting your friends or family or anyone else really for that matter see the video, you know, let them see if they like my content, my commentary. Yes, I'm still very new at it. I flub. Ryan Haywood from Achievement Hunter flubs all the fucking time. I say, I know I'm more than Obama, but I'm easing into it. I'm coming out of my shell. But if you like my content, you know, feel free to share it with your family, your friends, whoever, social media. I know some people on Facebook have like thousands of friends. But growth is good, and I can't do it by myself. Anything you guys can do to help me out, it would be a huge help, and I would have fucking appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Until next time, interwebs. Later.